Welcome respawners to Powers On. This is the one and only Alonzo. Today we're talking about Gears of War and Halo, two of my favorite shooters. However, I don't want to talk about them in a typical sense. Today we're talking about third person versus first person, with a twist. Does the game's perspective ever affect the way you, the gamer, connects with the protagonist? Let me show you what I mean. First, let's talk about Halo. Everyone who's ever played a shooter ever knows about Master Chief. I mean, he's one of the biggest badasses in video game history. But while playing this epic, did you ever forget that you're playing as Master Chief? I for sure did. In the midst of blowing things up and wreaking havoc on the poor souls of aliens in this universe, it felt like I was in a fun alien shooting simulator, only to be reminded when someone called out Master Chief or a cutscene popped up. Like I said before, Halo is not the only victim of this what could be quote-unquote crime. Games such as Metroid Prime, Resistance, and any other first-person shooter, or first-person game for that matter, are subject to this limitation. Either way, Halo is awesome, and something like this can usually be overlooked. Now moving on to Gears of War, which is by far my favorite shooter of all time. The third-person aspect of this game makes it so that you have an over-the-shoulder view of things. This really helped me connect with whoever I was playing with, whether it was Marcus, Dom, or many of the other characters in the game. There were many instances where you could see the reaction on the character's face when something dramatic happened. Not only that, but whenever I played with certain characters, I always examined their armor, how big they were, how fast they were, and how they moved. On a side note though, some of these things are only noticeable if you're a longtime Gears head like myself. With that said, both perspectives are great, but they have their pros and cons. First-person shooters immerses you more into the world that you're in, while third person makes more of an attachment to the character while you're playing, through physical emotions that you can see while you're playing the game.
Alright, so thank you guys for listening to me babble on for the last few minutes. This has been Alonzo. The power's on, waiting to power on next time.
This is the former Lieutenant Anya Stroud, signing off.
Now hear this. All hands prepare for leaving harbor.
I guess we're all stranded now.